EA Sports. It's in the game.
Pat, I think it's safe to say that all these fans came out here to watch a game of football.
John, we're in commercial.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making conversation. Come on. Football!
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Gravity for the Dallas Cowboys Stock Room Huddle. Man, I want to start off this video by saying what it do, y'all. It's Super Bowl weekend. I wanted to start off this video by giving my Super Bowl prediction. Kansas City versus the San Francisco 49ers. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a real close game. Both defenses are stout, and both offenses are pretty good as well. But when it comes down to the quarterback play, which I know it's going to come down to, Patrick Mahomes is the better quarterback between him and Jimmy G. I really think that the Chiefs could win the game by the score of 24-17. I think that both teams, both sides, it's going to be close, like I said, but it's going to come down to that last drive, who can get down there and score that touchdown. I think Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have the better offense, more weapons, and not only that, I think Andy Reid being the more elder coach, the more seasoned, the more veteran coach, I think that he'll be able to win his first Super Bowl. So, Chiefs 24, 49ers 17. Something off the top, then you got Carson Wentz getting 100 mil something off the top, and when you look at Patrick Mahomes about to get 200 million, it makes you think, damn, we should have got this done last year opposed to this year coming into this season, or even that weekend before the game, the first game when we played the Giants at the beginning of the season. We all thought that he was going to get this deal done. But apparently, the sides couldn't come together to an agreement, and we're still where we are now, and Dak's still where he is now. But he's still going to be the quarterback of the Cowboys. Whether if it's by a franchise tag, which I hope it's not, or a 4 or 5 year deal, where you can lock them down and solidify our future. He talked about wanting to win the Super Bowl. He talked a little bit about Mike McCarthy and him wanting to build his own relationship with the coach, opposed to going to Aaron Rodgers and asking him, well, what's the things you like about Mike McCarthy? What's the things you don't like about him? What's his work ethic like? How is he with just normal everyday routines and being in the office and being on the field with the guys and coaching them through practices and all sorts of things like that, drills and shit like that. So it was good to see the answers that he was given. I really do believe, and you guys can leave comments and whatever else, but I do believe, and I said this last year, 33 to 37 million is reasonable. But now you can screw those numbers it's going to be in the 40s. You know what I'm saying? So Dak came in with a prudent mentality. He came in, he balled out. So you got to pay him. Three NFC titles. What was it, 2? I done lost track. But anyway, the guy's won NFC titles. He's won a playoff game, played in 3. You know, he's one out of 3 in the playoff games. Okay, cool. Well, 1 and 2 is his record. He's thrown more touchdowns and interceptions in the playoffs. His rating is over 90 in the playoffs. His percentage is over 60 in the playoffs. I think he's only thrown maybe 2 interceptions, like maybe 5 touchdowns or 6 touchdowns, something like that. So that's not bad numbers. He's averaged around maybe 250, 270 in passing yards. So that's not bad either. He's also had a 300-yard plus game passing the ball too in the playoffs. So the guy works hard. He puts his all into it. I don't understand the scrutiny and the hate, but I get it because you got guys like Shannon Sharp sitting on there. You got guys like Nick Wrong sitting on there. You got guys like Rob Parker calling him frauds. I mean, it's a lot of negative energy that surrounds Dak Prescott. Like Dak Prescott said, he was like, man, I'm not worried about the haters. I've been doubted all my life. You know what I mean? And that's everyone. In some point in your life, you have been doubted before, and you're like, man, whatever, man. You can say what you want to do. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to show you. I can show you better than I could tell you, and that's an old saying. And he went out there and he showed a lot of y'all, but y'all still keep hearing this in your ear, and it's just built up in here, and you're not using your own 2 eyes when you watch him play. If you go back and you watch film and you watch certain plays, highlights and things like that, even the good and the bad, you know, you can still see the consistency that he was talking about him leading up, I think with his off foot, leaning forward into his throws, opposed to using his hip to throw the ball. So we see the willingness to improve, to get better, to be better. Yeah, everyone says, oh, we were down in the 4th quarter, so he had a whole bunch of trash stats because, of course, if we're losing, we're just going to keep throwing the ball the whole game, and, oh, it's padded stats. But when you look at his numbers, they're still good numbers despite even if we were fucking losing. You know, we were 8-8. But we had 2 1,000-yard receivers, a 1,000-yard running back, and a 4,000-yard passing quarterback, almost 5,000-yard passing quarterback. So when you look at those numbers and then you look at the defense was damn near dead last in turnovers. So if we're not maximizing our opportunities on defense, and the defense is not supporting the offense and getting easier drives and shorter yards to work with, then we can't win no game. We can't win these games. If we're playing dog, we have to come and do a whole 80, 90-yard drive after, you know, a punt or something like that, opposed to someone intercepting the ball, causing a fumble, recovering it, strip sacks. There was nothing. So, when you really look at the season in totality, which is what I've been trying to do, I was trying to put everything together and just look at it all in just like one thing. Of course, coaching had a lot to do with it because guys wasn't getting used properly in their strengths and things of that nature. So that's out the way now. So there's no more, Jason Garrett, Linehan, Marinelli, Rashad. It's all completely clean slate going on here, except with Kellen Moore. And I think really everyone's saying that we're just going to use Kellen Moore's offense. I think we're going to use a little bit of both. They're going to install some of Mike McCarthy's West Coast offense with our current offense that we've been running, or this Kellen Moore system that we've been running. So there's going to be a lot more motions and just a lot better offense. The offense was still rated #1 last year or in top 5. I don't expect that to change, but the defense just needs to get way, 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 way better. We missed a lot of fucking tackles. The defensive line wasn't good at all. It was good in spots, but like Law Nation says, we need big, sand, big barrels of sand, in the middle to get that defensive line to push them offensive linemen. We had that when we had David Irvin, and that was the hot boys. When we had David Irvin, that was the hot boys. This right here that we just saw this past season was none of that whatsoever, because we didn't have that big ass body in the middle that's just roughing guys up, and you have to double team this guy because he's just fucking huge and he's fucking strong as shit. What's his name? Tyreek Hill wasn't that. Malik Collins isn't that. Antoine Woods isn't that. They're more finesse and, those type of defensive linemen. They're small and they get overpowered, And Malik Collins made some plays. Antoine Woods, they did make some plays here and there, but it wasn't consistent enough. And you had Robert Quinn on the edge. The first 3-4 games, he was just straight going for it. And that's the mentality that we needed on defense. Everyone needed to feed off Robert Quinn because Robert Quinn, he wanted it. And the defense just wasn't. It was like games, they were just not there. They were just not there. And hopefully this season with Mike Nolan and the rest of the crew, man, they can put this thing together and get our defense back to how it was maybe 2 years ago, the season before last, when they were in the top 5 in defense. So hopefully we can get back to being the top 5 defense again. And like I said, Jaden Smith was on was skipping them today, and they were talking a little bit about the defense and things like that. And he admitted, he was like, man, we just wasn't turning the ball over, and guys just wasn't locked in. They wasn't focused on what the tasks they needed at hand. Maybe some of the guys, they didn't play together. That's what he was saying. They didn't play together. It was more individualized play where guys was just like, I got to make this tackle, instead of let's do this collectively. Let's do this together. We have to have each other's backs. And there was none of that on the defense last year. So hopefully this year we'll have some continuity. We can get some turnovers, have easier drives to score, be able to put more points on the board. Hopefully we can find a kicker, even though Kyle Forbath played well to the end, but we still need a fucking kicker, and we need another punter because Chris Jones is just not that good any damn more. He can't punt far anymore. For some reason, his punt yards was terrible last year. He barely had any touchbacks or any punts that fell within the 20-yard line and made offenses have to work to get scores. And then a lot of times our drives will stall out because the plays just wasn't fucking good. Zeke wasn't all that great. Zeke was okay at times. At times he wouldn't show greatness, and then at times you just where's that guy at, But hopefully these guys will put it all together, man. Be focused during the off season, stay out of trouble. Just work out and get better. So I'm hoping to see that from this team coming in the next season. I know you guys are. That's pretty much all I got right now for this video. Don't want to talk too much, talk too long. But you guys, the Dallas Cowboys Locker Room Huddle is still here. If I come up with ideas and topics for videos, if you guys have anything that you guys want me to, talk about that may interest you guys, we can definitely do that. Have videos, whatever. I might make another hype video for the season coming up, maybe. Been thinking about that. So, just trying to give you guys some flavor, man. Get you guys, amped up for next season. It's going to be a long off season. Free agency, I think, doesn't start until like March, I believe. The new CBA needs to be done for the upcoming season. So hopefully these guys can get that done so there won't be a lockout or any craziness like that going on within the next year or two. So hopefully they can, come to agreement on everything so us as fans don't have to worry about seasons before we didn't have no real referees and for like the first couple of weeks of the season, little stupid stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's your boy Gravity for the Dallas Cowboys Locker Room Huddle. Make sure you guys tune in for more videos, and I hope you guys enjoyed the last video, the one before that one, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm out of cheer, peace, and y'all have a wonderful Super Bowl weekend, and be safe, y'all. All right, love you guys, man.